So I bought it, bought the big green egg, brought it home. I was talking about it earlier in the day. So this is the big green egg. It's the medium one, so it's not that big. You look at the grilling size and you think, do I really, if you're one of those people that cooks for 20 people at a time, then get more than one grill. For me, I think I can put 4 good steaks on there. And the way, if you do a steak correctly, it cooks real quick. So you could do 8 steaks and still keep the first 4 warm. I want to show you, I want to take you outside. I've been actually seasoning it as best I can. I'm going to have a get together tonight about the election, and fingers crossed for our candidate. Finger crossed for your candidate, who's ever candidate you're looking at. But let's go take a look at the egg. And also I want to show you, because for me in YouTube videos, what I love about YouTube videos is I can always determine the scale of the thing that I want to buy. Because sometimes you look at it, the way that advertising works is they make it look either bigger than it is, more interesting than it is. So for me, I like comparing stuff. And if you guys are barbecue people, you'll understand what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go and I'm going to introduce you to my green egg, which is the medium-sized one. And we're going to head out there. This is my kitchen. Oh my gosh, why do I have a lot of knives? You think I'm crazy? No, it kind of looks cool. I like having good work knives. It's important. So here it is. Yeah. It's actually, the grill next to it is the small Weber gas grill, not the bigger one. It's the smallest one. I think it's the smallest one they make for a gas grill. So look at the scale of the medium. Now let's look at my kettle. This is my kettle Weber, my good old Weber. Everybody loves Weber. If you are a serious barbecue person, Weber, it's just the way it is. I always have to have a fire extinguisher. Remember that. Keep my charcoal in this bin here. See that right there? That's good. It's metal. That way, if it rains, it's not going to get wet. But let's go back to the big green egg. So you guys can see the scale of it, right? Right now I've got some stuff in it. I've got some stuff. By stuff, I mean charcoal. Let's go look in there. See that right there? Woo! Nice. So I went ahead and I've oiled the grill. I'm going to oil it again. I've got a really, really low fire because I want it to be ready for 5 o'clock tonight. It's 300 degrees. And, some interesting things about this. If you're going to get this grill, go with the stand that has the casters on them, the wheels. It just makes life easier. This thing probably weighs 65, 70 pounds. I'm not sure. I picked it up myself and I put it in the car. And yeah, it's heavy enough. Interestingly enough, here's some of the features on it. This is really well made. I have to admit, what happened was, I didn't notice there's silicone there. Osh, or the new Osh, actually put it together for me, and I was able to get it already built. I don't like spending time building stuff. It just drives me nuts. The thermometer's fairly accurate from what I understand. The lid is pretty easy to open. Look at that. And it looks like there's two notches on, or two ways of opening this lid. Now, I will tell you this. See how it's 300 degrees? I'm keeping it really low because it is recommended by the big green egg to not exceed 500 degrees the first few times that you are breaking in this grill. And that is because of this. The seal. That seal right there. That seal is notorious for coming off. And I don't want to have to deal with the warranty on this. I really don't. I'd rather just do it the right way and get it done. You see this right here? So I've been running it now for about 2 or 3 hours, keeping it at a constant temperature, keeping it just below 500, and actually keeping it closed. I've got the stovepipe open, and I'm gonna give it a little bit more fire. See that right there? That's you know, I do not want to choke the fire off, and it does a really good job. It does a really good job of not choking the fire. I mean, excuse me, of choking the fire off if you put it all the way to off. So this kettle is really impressive. It's well designed. I've owned the Char Grill Acorn, which is a knockoff of this, and it's all right. It did its job. It started rusting. So this is the trio, you guys. I think it's a good trio to have. You have your over here you have the kettle, the Weber, and over here you have the little Weber gas and the big green egg. In case you're interested, this little Weber here is probably dollar for dollar. It really does sear steaks well. It's surprising how good it is. It's got these little wings that come out. See that right there? That's so that you can have some area there to work with, put some stuff on there. Then you have, you know, you have this cast iron grate, which is awesome, and it really does do the job, you guys. I just am impressed with it. Something else that I want to point out. You see this right here? This is my blower. Why do I have this thing here to my barbecues? Not for the deck so much, although I do use it for the deck, but it's really for this. I just turn that thing, I mean, it's like a furnace. You know, you do that with your blower. It's electric, so it's kind of a really sweet thing to have. I know they sell these other blowers for barbecue and all that good stuff, and they are awesome, but I find that blower just gets it going, right? It really does. And the other good thing about it is if I get too much ash, cleaning out the ash, but it's, you know, it's doing its thing. You know, when you start adding oxygen to fire, it starts doing what it needs to do, and that's combust. So big green egg. I know we went off subject for a little bit. I don't know if I recommend buying it just yet. I'm going to cook some steaks tonight, and these steaks are pretty amazing. Let me show you real quick, because I also did something that I never do, and I bought a sealer. And what I mean by sealer, it is a you know, you take those bags and you vacuum all the air out of them so that they seal. Check this out. Look at these steaks. Man, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So I've got them right now in the refrigerator. They're just kind of waiting. I went ahead and I salted them, peppered, and then I vacuumed them. So I want it to sit there for a little bit. I'm trying to experiment. I don't want to, these steaks were really expensive. They were almost over $30 each, so they were kind of expensive. I want to show you also what it does over here. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a separate one. I'll do a separate one with that. For now, big green egg, loving it. For now.